Hey, Shalom, Malcolm. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakam. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the most elect. Blessings this gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, wherever it may be. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Titled Betrayal. This is a big thing, man. In the times we coming into, known as Jacob's trouble. As you know, that Yahushai, King David, various men of the Lord dealt with betrayal from their close ones, loved ones, friends, family, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be a big thing in the coming times because everything is so divided, and it's a spirit of perverseness that the Lord is releasing on the planet Earth. So once allies become foes, you know, like the Lord said that a man's foe should be of his own household, so to speak. So the Lord is breaking up households of certain men, you know, families and so forth like that, because the times of division is among us, man. You know, everybody is kind of on edge about everything that's happening in the economy. So, you know, everybody's looking to kind of save their own tail. And that's pretty much what it is, you know, because when it comes to financial things and money and power and rigor, a lot of times, man, those things have control over one's mindset if that's what they're used to investing in, you know. So when it comes to the truth, everybody can't really invest in the truth because they don't really have the spirit to understand it, or they don't have the spirit to deal with it, so to speak. So really, it's just a bunch of empty words to you know, to certain people in this faith, man. Because, you know, you have a lot of Israelites, you know, that know they're Israelites, but they're not putting their best foot forward or going out to speakings or, you know, anything like that. They're just kind of just stuck where they are, being a black or being an Israelite in America, and that's where it ends at. But you got to put your, you know, hand to the plow if you're capable of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Just to throw that point in there. But yeah, man, it's going to be a lot of treachery coming up in the coming days, man. Because you just never know. You know, shit. What it tells you in the book of Matthews, it tells you that in Luke and also Mark, it tells you at that time, man, you should be betrayed by loved ones, man. Okay, cause you to be put to death. So, you know, a lot of brothers are family oriented, got families and stuff like that, and they kind of closely, tightly knitted, you know. But even then, with that, you can see tension building up. You know, like I was watching a little documentary movie about a month ago. It was called The Blackout. And basically, what happened was, because there was a scarcity of food, America was hit with EMP. The grid went down, and what happened was they were sitting at the table eating food, man. And then the one kid, he like, look, man, I'm not hungry no more. And the father was like, look, man, you better eat that food or else. And the look he gave this guy was like, look, man, I can take you out, you know. And you can see the tension on their faces because they've dealt with being in the dark for so long. They're not used to those comforts. You know, they don't have those comforts anymore. And he basically told him, like, look, man, I'm going to eat your food because if you keep going away, I'm going to basically take you out myself, man. And this is this guy's own son he was talking to. So the loyalty and the love for one another would go cold. He said, because iniquity should abound, the love of many should wax cold. So, you know, friends become foes, man. Lovers become enemies, frenemies, you know. Adultery at an all-time high, man. You know, it's just a lot of weird shit going on, man. You know, she's secretly looking at this brother because she wants that brother because, you know, what he teaches about family and marriage and kids and so forth. And then, you know, and there's nothing wrong with those things, you know, but it's a time and season for those things. You see, it's a stumbling block because when it's a stumbling block because everybody can't receive everything that's being brought out properly, man. You know, like family and so forth, that's always beautiful, that's always good. But at the same time, it's just like, you know, if we're pushing that doctrine as that doctrine, it can be a stumbling block to a lot of people, man, because everybody's lifestyle is not set up like that. And you can cause somebody else to stumble because of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you got a lot of women that watch our videos, man, and they they're trying to find different Israelites to gravitate to, or different homes, so to speak. And because you're not pushing the whole value of marriage or whatever, which we do push that according to the Bible, but hypothetically speaking, if we, like IUIC have a more world-friendly doctrine, you see what I'm saying? And they're talking about, oh, this is what it's about. And you got a woman that wants that in America, and you know she's gonna stop. Basically, she's gonna slip, and then she's gonna end up, you know, making them her teachers and her Lord, to the point she develops some type of attachment and some type of feeling for them while being in your bed, man. And that causes, that's betrayal, you know, that causes contention and confusion. You know what I'm saying? And just like, you got to cope with that type stuff. So this is a bunch of madness, man. You know, I say this, for you men out there that teach the word, man, it's a lot to endure. You got to endure a lot of turmoil when you're teaching this word. You know, you got to endure fucking loss. You got to endure pains in the body's mind, whatever, you know, demonic attacks, whatever it may be. It's hard as hell, because it tells you in James 5 and 10, it says that, roughly paraphrasing it, man, it goes into partaking in the same afflictions as the servants of the prophets. So the prophets, oftentimes, they call hell behind what they had to do, because it was from Yahweh Shai, man, you know? And anything outside of Yahweh Shai is going to be pure adversity. That's why the Lord said, hey, if the world hates you, know it hated me before it hated you. Okay? Because this world, they hate Yahweh Shai. You know? So, yeah, man, it's going to get real treacherous. It's going to be a lot of jaw-dropping. It's going to be a lot of surprises, man. People going to be like, what the hell, man? You know? It's going to be surprised, man, on who wasn't really about this thing, man. And that's going to be the scary part when we start to find out, you know, that people was behind playing puppet master the whole time, man. So, it's getting ready to get real tricky, brothers, man. So I just tell you, you know, myself, just be ready to expect the unexpected. Be ready to expect it, man. You know, and be ready to be disappointed in a lot of shit, but maintaining your integrity and not to overreact over what you may find out. Because the Lord said everything that's done in the dark will surely come to the light. You know what I'm saying? So if it's foul play, the Lord's gonna bring it out there, man. You know, this is why we push order, push things decently in order, because when you do things in order, man, you eliminate confusion. You know, you don't leave the door open for confusion, so to speak. You know, and you know, things are just pretty much on a well set track. Shalom, how about you? I'm shy, brother. You know, and also, man, changing the subject a little bit. That movie, Nope. I don't know what the hell brothers was talking about. I think they were scoffing, man, but the movie Note wasn't too bad. It started off real slow. It was built up. But honestly, I mean, you can feel the ominous presence behind the ship. If any of you had seen it, very good movie, man. I mean, I think it was, it wasn't the best. I'm kind of like 50-50 about it. It ain't that I didn't like it, but I didn't overly hate it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't overly like it. I mean, my big thing, I wanted to see the shit. Kiki Palmer and all that stuff, man. I mean, I guess she was trying to, you know, act whatever. I ain't taking no credit from her, but whatever. You know, I was just caring about the shit, man. And that shit was on one. It was a pretty decent movie. I mean, I would still recommend brothers to go see it. It wasn't a bad movie at all. So, you know, pretty entertainment the way that they shot those angles. But we gonna have things like that. You're gonna start seeing things like that for real. And we even got footages of stuff like that. You know, brothers saw clips on the YouTube and people recorded ships in the air and stuff like that they wasn't Photoshop. People say, well, that's Photoshop. Nah, man, you can just tell that was the real deal. You know, and we're gonna see those things in real life, man. You know, you take heed to it, because these people, they're gonna bug out, because like I said, those ships, they have a very ominous presence to it. You can tell it's otherworldly. It's not from this world. And the way it looks, the way it moves is very strange. That's why it says they should be amazed as the strangers of his salvation. Also for what they look for. Because they're not expecting a common Negro, Latino, and Native American to get beamed up on some type of spacecraft, man, that floats, a disc that floats in the air. They're not expecting that, man. And what's so crazy about it is that the ship that Yahweh Shai is coming back in is gonna cover this whole realm. That's how big it's gonna be, because remember, the scripture said that they was called up into the cloud. In that same hour, a 10th part of the city fell. So, you know, just breaking that down, we speculate that we're gonna be beamed up in one ship. know what I'm saying? It makes sense though that all the elect will be beamed up in one ship. You know, we all be together, we're gonna be changed, man. So it's gonna be very, very interesting how that works. We're gonna get taken up into the ship, that father ship. And it's gonna be huge, man, because you ain't gonna see any sky. You ain't gonna see no sun, no moon, no sky. You're gonna have a lot of war and chaos. There's gonna be complete darkness, man. Because when he comes back, he's gonna block out the entire sun. That's why the scriptures say that he came up with clouds, man. Okay, and all the eyes and kindreds and tongues of the earth should mourn him, roughly paraphrasing. Because this ship was huge, you know, very frightening. People are gonna give up the spirit seeing that ship hit this dimension, man, and those other smaller ships. People are gonna literally give up their hope, because when you see something like that, you don't know if you're gonna make it or not make it. Because I mean, the way that chariot was stalking his ass in that movie, it was playing with him, you know, but it wanted him too. It was like, I can get you if I want to, you know, and how it would dip off and come back. I was like, this shit is crazy, man. But that's straight out the Bible, bro, you know, straight out of biblical text. You know, and I'm like, man, you know, so somebody was watching the camp, somebody was watching the Hebrew Israelites, man, because I say it all the time, a lot of these producers, a lot of these guys that make movies, they know about us, man. You know, a lot of them know about the Great Millstone affiliate camps. They know about that. You know what I'm saying? They know about it, and they know, because we mainly go into prophecy and all the weird stuff in the scriptures. A lot of other groups, they don't really tap on that stuff like that, man. I mean, they may acknowledge here and there that the chariots or the so-called spaceships are the chariots of the angels of the Heavenly Father, but they don't really go into like extravagant breakdowns of details or anything like that. It was like a month ago, you know, brothers had the video in circulation that Esau picked up on one of his SpaceX satellites, that it was a fleet of chariots coming towards Earth and he had to cut the feed. You know what I'm saying? I myself did a video on it. It may be on this channel. If not, it's probably on Casey Priest. But, you know, that's where it went. You know? But, yeah, man. Anyway, going back to the main point. So, yeah, brothers, man, it's a lot of treachery, man. You know, you can't put nothing past nobody these days. You know, the Lord going to destroy a lot of people. Because a lot of people, you are offense to the prophets, man. Whether you're doing it subtlety or doing it face value, a lot of you people are offense, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you are straight up offensive as hell and don't even realize it or don't even care to realize it, man. You know, going behind the backs and stuff, that's not right, man. You know, my thing is just be there. Stay there. Don't why come over here with us? You know what I'm saying? You believing in other doctrines and so forth. You know, the MOTB is an embargo or sleeping with white women. I mean, if you believe that because you need to be justified on taking that you know, the MOTB, then that's between you and your Hawashim Shai, man. Because a lot of you guys teaching that, you're gonna be in big trouble, man. The MOTB is an embargo. Here they clearly making everything cashless. You know, and Lord's will, I'll do a video on that too later on today, getting back into these MOTB prophecies, because we have to push that, because that's the next big prophecy, man. You know, it's the MOTB. And we got to push that a little heavy now, man, because, hey, you know, the things we speak into existence. So, you know, get back on them MOTB prophecies, man. You know, that's where it's at. Because the closer that comes, the closer we can get up out of here. Like this guy, Elon Musk, Salakia. This guy, I think he started his first human experiment trials on Neuralink like last week. So that's a step in the right direction. On top of that, and they got these things already set up. They're just creating the proper scenario that people are going to buck up to, because now they're talking about the monkey business being a worldwide phenomenon. Same thing with the C-19. Now the monkey business is the big thing now, and they may do shutdowns again. You know, we'll see. But the monkey business is visible, so I mean, they trying to shut everything down based on something you can't even tangibly see, then you know it's bullshit. And this place ain't gonna survive another shutdown. It's not gonna survive it. So I pray they do shut it back down. Because honestly, I'm ready for the shit to be over with, you know. But anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shai, Shalom, and the Baba Ball.